Hi, my name is Elsie, and I'm here today with
LaRussell.
Thank you for having me, and I'm glad it aligned because I texted you and you were like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah.
I'm like, perfect.
Come on, freeform.
Yeah.
We move with the universe.
Right. So how you feeling today?
I feel great.
Just watch sound check. You killed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about the choir in the van?
That was really innovative. Like just having them like kind of just echo. It makes it more immersive in a way. I say and I wanted to ask you. Okay, I'm gonna just jump right into questions.
Come on.
But putting that together, like, cause a choir involves practice and like you've been able to sync with them. How do you manage to just stay on top of all of that?
Like coordinating it or just performing with it?
Both, really.
I got a really, really, really great team. Like just on this LA trip, it's like 30 of us out here. Choir, band, crew, staff. I have a really, really great team that really pours into this ecosystem.
Was that easy to put together?
Easy, no, but possible, yeah.
What's some advice you give? You know, because I'm trying to build a team.
Yeah.
You know, but
you can't really build a team. You have to attract the team. You have to be doing something that other people want to buy into and be a part of for absolutely free. You know, like if someone only wants to be there because of money, then you got the wrong team. The right team, just they see what you're doing and they want to be a part of that. No one sees Steph Curry playing and it's like, I don't want to be on that team. You know, it's like that's the team you want to be on. So you just have to become that, and people gonna slowly come and follow. It's like I tapped in because I seen your shit. I wouldn't have tapped in if I didn't see something that was special. You feel me?
That's true. Man, that's fire. What you said actually about like the money, that makes a huge difference actually.
It does.
When people are in it for like the passion.
Man, because sometimes the money don't come till later or far, far away. So you got to get people who are really like, no, I love to do this and I'd rather do this than anything else.
We were talking about it earlier, like you do so many shows. Like, did touring ever change your relationship with like how you make music?
Yeah, because it gives me experience. And like sometimes like I record on the road, like wherever I'm at. Like we made songs in Canada and I'm talking about being in Canada, and we make songs in certain states and cities, and there's certain artists there, environments, just the feeling. So touring definitely alters that relationship. It just influences the relationship.
Do you ever make songs with like the audience in mind, knowing, oh, they're gonna respond to this a certain way when I'm performing? Like, do you ever do that?
And no. Like I know what to get people going, but I don't make it from that perspective. I just make what I would be excited about, you know. Like if I'm slapping it, I really make music for me. Like I make shit that I really want to slap and that I enjoy, that I can play on my computer and I'm gonna be excited about.
That's the key.
Yeah.
Really, if you don't
once you start making everything for the consumer, it dilutes the product a lot because you're never making nothing from your heart no more.
That's facts.
I don't think that's a great way to get new fans.
Yeah, I agree.
Because people are there to see someone specific, and outside of that, they're there for the environment. And unless you're really good, which most of these artists suck live, you're not getting a new fan. Like if you go to these fests now and these shows, they're ass. It's not good.
Okay, I'm kind of soaking it in because you're dropping like a lot of gems, man. Whew. You started being independent, really, and I'm guessing while you were putting together a team, there are some things that people do now that you had to do by yourself.
Yeah.
Does it ever still get to that point where you're like, I could wear multiple hats at once, still play multiple roles, even though I have a team?
Still?
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. And I love it. I love it. I still do everything I once did. But I also now have partners to assist in those things, but I still do. You gonna still see me moving cables. You still see me setting shit up. You still see, you feel me? Like I'm willing and able to do whatever job needs to be done. And I do that with pride. I don't look down at it any kind of way. Marketing, ads, whatever the fuck it is, I'm willing to do it.
That's a good example of work ethic too for the people that work with you, because when they see you're doing it, like it's like
you have a different respect for a leader that you're like, oh no, he's gonna work too instead of fucking, you know.
Facts. I saw something really interesting. You were talking about like your gold card idea, you know, lifetime access for fans. I thought that was super creative, but like I was just thinking about the profitability of that. Like, how did you come up with that idea, and like, how profitable do you think that was going to be for you?
I knew it would be extremely profitable once people understood what it was, and even as soon as I did it, the first person to buy a gold card was actually Ebro, and he paid $5,000. And that same day when I first announced gold cards, I got offers for like 500, 200, 1,000, 1,500. So I knew like, oh, this is special. And those were people who seen the vision early. It's funny, I was just walking around and a guy came up to me and was like, yo, I just got my gold card. Damn. And it's not just about profitability. It's about community building. Like that money gonna go away, but the fan not.
How do you balance being accessible without like underselling your worth? Because like I saw you out there, like you were so accessible, which is very rare, really. We're used to artists just being like super behind the scenes, limited access. How do you balance that?
I can't, because I'll never get what I'm worth on this earth. It ain't no amount that you could give me that quantifies my worth. Like my impact in his life and in his life and in his life and in all these people. There's no amount of money that can quantify it. So I'll never get what I'm worth, which allows me to be hyper accessible because I know you can't pay me for what I'm going to give you. So whatever you give me is just what you gave me. You feel me? It's not representative of my worth.
How did you know that people would actually like, what gave you that faith? Because like you said, you dropped that gold card and then that day everyone was hitting you up. Like Ebro bought a $5,000 gold card. What gave you that faith that people were actually going to show up for that? Because I've never heard of that concept.
It was blind. I didn't care if people showed up or not. Because if it failed, then it just failed. You know, it's like, whatever, I'll do something else.
I gotta try.
You feel me? So it didn't take like courage to do that, because it was just like, if I win, I win. If I don't win, I just do some other shit. And, you know, it's not one of those things where it was like life ending. It was just like, this is something I want to try. And people may receive it, people may not.
Does that mentality track across everything you put out?
Just about. Like the only reason I've been able to get to 39 albums is because I'm like, whatever the result is the result, and I can't control that. 39
albums, like you mentioned. I was watching an interview of yours where you said something really interesting. You were like, I think you were talking about saturation, and you were like, you can't saturate a product that people love. But love isn't like a passive thing, you know? How do you kind of build that love for 39 projects in a world where everyone's just scrolling? People's attention spans are really short.
Though there's millions of options, you still have your go-tos. There's a reason you bought those shoes. There was a million shoes in the world that you could have bought, but you chose those. And why? You know, and you'll continue to choose those until you no longer want to choose them. And I'm okay with that. Like, I'm not trying to win the world. I just want the niggas who fuck with me. And the niggas who fuck with me, like, I'm here until they not here. And once they gone, it's cool. Some new niggas will come in, you know, but saturation doesn't really matter when it's something that people enjoy. Like, I've seen this nigga probably 300, 400 times in the past fucking 2 years, and he's still not tired of seeing me. We keep seeing, you know, so it's like, that would be saturation. To some people, you don't want to see that many times. But when you fuck with somebody and you enjoy what it is, nigga, give it to me. You could give me $1 million 1,000 times and I will never get tired of it. Ever.
Well, it's
ever. I will never be like, no, don't give it to me.
That's true.
But I'm here to have fun. Forrest Gump, this man on the run. Rise and shine like the sun.
Healthy? Yeah. How long you gonna sit on this?
For like the...
Like after we do this, like how long we chill?
No, not too long.
Yeah, hell no, definitely not a year.
Man, when it be that, I'd just rather not even do it. Yes, people do that.
What's even the point?
You said most people?
Lots of people.
A lot of people
want to put out like an interview.
You know, people be trying to build up like a season worth of things.
True.
Oh yeah, I see.
Do you feel like you've made your best album yet?
Or do you feel like that's still ahead of you?
I mean, thus far, you know, I feel like everything I give is my best. So thus far, yeah. I mean, into the future, like I'm gonna keep making better shit. But you know, every time I give something, I feel like I give my all. I give my best work.
You've put out so many projects, but one thing I was very curious about: do you ever have writer's block?
No, I don't think that's a thing.
Oh, what makes you say that?
I think that naturally, like, sometimes you just don't. It's like waking up and you supposed to exercise, but you like, I just don't feel like exercise. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have exercise block. You just don't feel. It's just not coming to you that day. You don't feel like it. You feel me? There's no
what
block.
Is it like physically like weak? You know, that could be considered a block. Like I wake up and I'm like, nah, I feel out of it. It's not really a mental thing. It's like physically, I just don't feel great.
I don't think that's a block. That's just like you're not in it that day. And that's what writing is. Like some days I'll sit down and I'm listening to beats and nothing moves me. It just doesn't come to me. And it's not, I don't have writer's block. It's just like, it's just not coming to me today. I'm not inspired. Maybe something didn't happen that lead me to that.
Do you think that phrase itself is somewhat like mentally limiting, like a block?
I think maybe it's possible to get writer's block if you're not making things that's authentic to you. Like if you're trying to make some shit up, then maybe, but if you're just writing about your life and your journey and your experience, I may not be able to do it in song form, but I could always, if you pull out a journal and start writing, you can't block that. It just happens. If you pull a journal out right now, it just happens. There's nothing in front of you ever.
I've never seen it that way. What's your writing process like?
I hear something I love and I walk around the room for like 10 minutes and then I record the song and it's done.
Damn, so you don't actually write on paper?
No, I use my phone. I use my phone.
Okay. So one thing about your brand that I feel like is very unique is that you've made transparency a thing. Like we see your process, you're giving out game all the time. Do you ever wonder and step back and be like, maybe I'm sharing a little too much? Has that ever been a thought for you?
Yeah, only because I really make life music and sometimes I'll share things that isn't just reflective of my life, but also like it involves people in my life. And sometimes I feel bad, but it's also like, it's my life, it's my story. And, you know, I've had these conversations with my parents and with other people around me. You know, I don't never mean nothing out of malice. It's just like, I'm sharing my experience. I just happen to share my experience publicly. When I write a song, I don't write it with like, this is going to be public and everybody's going to hear it. I'm just writing to express what I'm, you know.
Do you ever think you get to a point where it's like, you do the normal one album every couple years? You know, because there's some artists that started off with your model and then kind of blew up and then kind of just started rationing it really, just one album every couple of years, one album every 3 years. Do you ever think you'd be that type of artist?
I doubt it. I'd probably be retired by that point. I doubt it. I doubt it. I love it. And every time I get with a new producer, new anything, like I was just with Drummer Boy last week. We just got in the studio for 2 days and we made 12 really, really incredible records. Right. And it's like, I'm not just gonna fucking sit on them, you know. And then I got in with Bangladesh. I get in with, it's just, I can't, you know. But maybe one day, I don't really foresee it, especially because this is how I feed my family and my community. And every time I release, I print money. So I'm not gonna stop feeding my family.
Love the mentality. I know you said every time that you put out a project, you give your best, but do you have a favorite? Do you have a couple favorites?
I have some that's higher on the list, but I really enjoy them all. But like Field Effect, Silence Won't Save You, How Much Does a Peace of Mind Cost? I got an album dropping on Sunday called Sobriety that's really, really, really good, really close to me. All of them, I really like. You know, there's not too many projects from me. You can, if you actually sit with the art, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? Valor, really special. They're all really special to me.
For every artist, I feel like there's seasons where like you're building something special and like people don't really see the vision. You feel like unseen in a way, and like the work isn't catching up yet in that way. But how do you move through those seasons? Because I feel like they're inevitable, really.
It's like work. In regular work life, like sometimes you go into work and you don't get a promotion for years. You don't get a raise for years. Like you got to earn that. Like it's not like it's not happening if you're working towards it and making it happen. It's always happening if you're working towards it. Sometimes it just takes a while to get your promotion and to get your raise. And I look at life like that. And I've had to due to like money. Like, you know, when you work a job, you don't get paid for 2 weeks. You work your ass off and then 2 weeks later you get a check. You work your ass off and a month later you get a check.
But then
this hustle is like
check
that.
Is coming though.
That's how this is. If I worked, I know my check coming. Only reason my check ain't coming is if I ain't work. If I put some work in, that check coming. Yeah, every day I'm outside, I'm putting work in, my check coming.
That is true. If everything you had and everything you built like just disappeared today, you know, what do you want to be remembered for? Like, what do you want to take away from that?
I truly don't know. I don't have a desire to be remembered for anything specific, just because that's outside of me. Like, I don't get to control it or dictate it. I just do what I do, you know. I just hope that when people see my face, they like, man, that's the guy that made me smile. That's the guy that made me feel. That's the guy that made me. I'm happy if people feel like their lives are better because I existed within it.
I love that. It's like you're freeing yourself from the shackles of legacy.
Yes.
Because all of that,
yes.
It could be really crazy.
You don't have no control over that.
Right.
Yeah.
Doing what you do, you're probably busier than people with an actual job.
Yeah.
How do you find time?
Far more.
How do you find time to kind of switch off, rest, take a step back, you know?
I play a lot of pickleball, and I walk a lot, and I hike, and I bike, and I hang with my kids, and I really live a hyper normal life when I'm not like performing, and that really helps. And I'm also like, I don't really have to switch out because I don't like have a character. Like, I'm this nigga, like this nigga here. Yeah, you know, like on stage, off stage. You feel me? I'm really the same nigga. So it's not really like a switch. So in every moment, I'm kind of like present and grateful, and I'm always kind of in that state.
But is there ever a moment where you're like, I don't want to think about work or music. I just want to be.
Yeah, but it's unreal because work in music is my life. Like, it's not really work in music for me. Like, as soon as I walk outside, someone's like, LaRussell. And they're not talking about the artist. They're talking about the life form, me. Like, that's just my life, you know? So I just take everything and win. It's like any other life, you know? You go to work for 8 hours and you come home and you chill, and it's the same way for me. Like, after this, that's why I love early shows. This one's a little later than our usual shows, but I love my early shows because I start at 2, I'm done at 4, and I can go live.
You got the rest of your night. One question I always wanted to ask you, I told myself I was going to ask you when I meet you, is there's something you said that stuck with me, that, you know, you didn't want to get paid for doing something. You wanted to get paid for being LaRussell, so turning yourself into a personal brand. What advice can you give to someone? Because I feel like you've succeeded at that. So what advice can you give to someone, to me even, like, to be on that course? Because I'm trying to be like that, really.
Be of value. I think that's the most important thing. If you're valuable, everybody's going to want you around, and everybody's going to want your presence, and everybody's going to seek your product because they understand the value of you being there. Like, I get booked for shows and I'm in the crowd, I'm talking to people, I'm at the event, I'm participating. It brings a different kind of value to what they do. So when I leave, they like, we got to go get LaRussell again. We got to hire LaRussell. Yeah. The word spreads. And I think value is the best way, because value builds demand. Like, if it's something I really need and really desire, it's always going to be in demand.
Side note, like your feature on Cushion Orange Juice too.
Come on.
How was it like working with Wiz?
That's not a feature. That's all. Like, I'll put that together. You know, and that's the beauty. It was incredible. Like, me and Wiz were chopping a little bit, and I'm like, I'm gonna come by the stew. And I had my producer Mike G and Simon, and Mike G played that beat. We made 3 songs that night, and we just knew that I was the hit. And I'm like, I'm gonna put that shit out. And what's crazy is, a lot of people didn't hear it till it landed on Wiz's album, but I released it on my album first, and then Wiz did the same. And it was so dope to see that process exist and happen. Like, we made something that we both loved and enjoyed and wanted to claim.
Is that your criteria for collaborating with people? Like,
generally, like, I do features where people could like book a feature and pay me, but those ones are the ones I really love. Like, I love to just get in and kind of like lay foundation and set the template and the tone of like, man, this to fill in and build good energy in a stew, and you know.
So this is my first LaRussell show, like I said. Like, if you could describe to anyone who's never been to a LaRussell show, like 3 words to expect.
Spiritual, fun, Life changing.
Life changing.
That was 2 words, but we'll put the dash in the
With
middle.
the dash, it becomes one word.